Expectations and concerns are mixed in the stock market over Palantir Technology, a U.S. artificial intelligence AI software company which soared 340% last year and has risen more than 50% this year. Concerns over high valuation are also raised as stock prices have undergone significant correction in the first quarter of this year. According to the stock market on the 10th, Palantir's stock price has declined since the first quarter earnings announcement on the 5th, local time. Despite the announcement of better-than-expected earnings, the stock price plunged more than 12% on the 6th. Analysts say that the company failed to meet market expectations at a time when the burden of valuation, share price versus corporate value, has increased. However, it rose 1.5% on the 7th and surged 8% on the 8th, making up for most of the fall. It is still in the 50% range this year. Palantir's market capitalization has increased to $281 billion, ranking 10th in the market capitalization of a technology company, beating Salesforce $268 billion, a leading U.S. software company. This is higher than Samsung Electronics' $259.4 billion. There is also a lot of interest among Sohak Ants, domestic investors who invest in overseas stocks. According to the Korea Securities Depository Securities Information Portal Savro, as of the 7th, Palantir stocks held by domestic investors amounted to $3.93 billion, about 5.4998 trillion won, surpassing Apple to rank third in storage of West Ham ants. Palantir, co-founded by PayPal-based people in 2003, is in the business of building and developing AI software platforms for institutions. It has the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, as its customers, and has boosted its performance through government business orders. The problem is that sales and net profit are significantly lower than those of other companies. Bloomberg pointed out that the 12-month forward price-to-earnings ratio, PER, is 200 times higher, which is considered the highest multiple on Wall Street. Even in this stock market, Palantir's growth potential is positive, but the stock price is still expensive. A researcher at KB Securities said, Palantir's expectations for the AI market are still highly reflected in the recent decline in stock prices, and we suggest reducing the proportion of its operations in consideration of the sluggish European market. Sales growth is expected, but the sales multiple, EV/sales, reflecting this is the highest, at 246.6 times, which is relatively overvalued. Some analysts say Palantir will continue its role as AI leader as various momentum, rising power remain.